All right, this is Lieutenant Piazza, freshly Lieutenant Piazza here again. This is my video on week 1 of OCS and what you can expect. So week 1, as many of you know, is in processing week. Very first thing you'll do, well, I flew in to the airport, met up with all the other officer candidates at the airport, and was put on a bus and bussed right onto the parade deck of Brown Field. If you drive, it could be a little bit different experience, but regardless, I think everybody ends up on the parade deck. So you end up on the parade deck, and they're not your sergeant instructors, because you don't meet your sergeant instructors. Well, we didn't meet them till that Friday, but I've heard from others that sometimes pickup day is on Wednesday, Thursday. Our pickup day happened to be on Friday. So the first thing you do is you get to the parade deck and you see a bunch of Marines who at some point in their lives were probably drill instructors by the way that they are talking and carrying themselves and the way they look. So that's the first thing you do. Meet up with a bunch of drill instructors. They give you your platoon, you give them your paperwork, you're getting yelled at. Go this way, go that way. Don't move your hands when you talk. Don't shake your head when you talk. This, that. And then you get put in the squad bay, and then you pretty much do some little administrative paperwork, sign some papers, and then you go to bed for the night. Then you wake up, it's your first morning at OCS. You're not given camis or issued any gear yet, so you're in your civilian attire. You'll be in a gray t-shirt with khaki pants and your Go Fasters, your running shoes that you came with. You'll be in that pretty much until you get picked up by your sergeant instructors, I believe it was. So again, the first week is all in processing, so it's a lot of going to Yekel Hall, which is the classroom, for classroom instruction. PT is going to be run this way, this is going to be run this way. You sit in classrooms. Again, this is very early on, so they're yelling at you, stressing you out as much as you can. You go to chow, they're screaming, yelling, they're standing on the table, they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff, making you eat this way, eat that way, hands sit up straight, knife hands on your knees. It's just it's a whirlpool of just screaming and yelling at you. But again, and then you're going to medical, you're getting your shots in your arms. If you don't have your shots, you're going to gear checklist, you're going to gear, you're going to SIF. They issue all your gear, you sign paperwork saying that you got all your gear. You don't get your rifle yet, you don't pick up your rifle until you meet your instructors. But again, it's a lot of waiting in lines. It's a lot of standing at attention with your feet at a 45. It's a lot of getting yelled at. You're not getting treated very well, but it's all part of the process. And meanwhile, the entire time they're telling you, oh, half of you are going to get injured, half of you aren't going to pass, half of you aren't ready for this. This isn't even the hard part yet. You haven't even met your sergeant instructors. That's a big keynote here that I want to touch on. Purposely, they try and make it seem like there's no way you're going to pass this. They destroy your confidence pretty early on. Tell you you're going to get hurt. If you don't get hurt, you're going to fail something because you're not good enough. You're not going to be good enough for this. You're not going to be good enough for that. So they do a good job of making you feel like, am I even going to be able to pass this? Did I waste my time coming here? Am I just going to break my leg? If I don't break my leg, am I going to fail leadership and get sent home? Don't let that affect you. Show up. Keep the same confidence that you showed up with. Don't let them knock you down, because that's what they're trying to do. You need to stay confident. You need to have a clear head through the entire process. Again, remind yourself, week 1, everything you're feeling, you're supposed to feel like. Everybody that has showed up has felt the same way. They're stressing you out. They're making your life hell. And they just keep constantly reminding you that you haven't even been picked up yet. You haven't even been picked up yet. You haven't even been picked up yet. When you get picked up, you meet your sergeant instructors. That's when stuff hits the fan. That's when everything goes crazy. The screaming, the yelling, the pick this up, pick that up, have this online, get this online. They start counting down everything you do. Every little thing you do, there's a countdown on. So week 1, biggest thing, stay confident, stay clear-headed. Remember why you're there. Don't let them get to you. Don't let them knock your confidence down like they want to do. And then eventually you'll meet your sergeant instructors. It'll most likely be on Friday. It could be different, but pickup day, you'll meet your sergeant instructors, and from that point on, it's go, 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 go. The time starts moving by real fast when you get picked up, because everything's one after another. So let's make it to that point. Keep your head down, push through, and just know that eventually it will get a little bit better. It will get a little easier. You'll fall into a routine and everything will get a little smoother. Just remember, you got to reset your mind constantly.